Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, hi, howdy. How's it going? How you doing? How you been? It's time for some Siege SMP lore. Hi. Hello, hello. How y'all doing? It is Volt time, indeed. Hi, Kaito. You have joined for Minecraft roleplay today. Have you ever watched Minecraft roleplay today? Before? Well, you're about to. Um, so today, those of you who are familiar, you know the drill. With Siege SMP, alerts and redeems will be off until the lore is over. I won't be keeping up with chat, but you are welcome to chat as much as you like. You can make commentary, you can make comments at my character. If I'm by myself, Volt will react to them. EXO, I'm sorry you're having a hard time, but please don't bring personal, unrelated problems into chat. Write a journal or talk to friends if you need to. This is not the space for it right now. Good luck with what you're working on. Hi, everybody. I will get up my correct PNG tuber. Today is the summit meeting. In this server, I play Volt, who is the second in command to the Avian faction, basically. Pardon my WWSMP language. And they don't have a political background or training. This is them. Here we are. They don't have political background or training. They were hired in to be the bird prefect's second in command. And this is all quite new to them. This is their first summit meeting, and he's there to be a voice of a strong voice of reason for Percy, the avian prefect. And we will not hold off. We will dive in. So here we go. I'm backwards. There we go. I fixed it. First summit meeting. I know there's been talk about one happening for a while, but it never really did. So they kept getting put off, and then I was either away working or sick or doing other things. So I thought at first I thought I'd actually missed it. I thought I'd missed the meeting when I figured if something big had happened, I would have heard about it after the fact because I was sick for so long. But no, it's finally happening. it finally needs to happen because of that vampire avian that's causing problems. I think that's what the meeting's all about. As far as I'm aware, we're talking about that because it's against the rules of the treaty or something for him to exist. I, despite being in this position for over a year, there's still a lot of stuff that I don't quite understand. But Percy wants me to be the brawn. I'll be the brawn. I don't know much about all this politics stuff, but it sounds like it's just going to be a big, boring meeting of people sitting around. It's not like it's the Avian Council or whatever. This is a summit meeting, so it's somebody from every faction coming to say their piece and talk about whatever. But if this one guy's being crazy, I think it's pretty. I don't know what else needs to be discussed other than just, hey, this guy's being crazy. Let's get rid of him. Like, done and done. Easy. So, it might just be like a there and back kind of thing. Yeah, politics boring. Not really my thing. Oh. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Ow.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not really good at climbing ladders because of the whole, flying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hi. You ready?
Yeah,
Ready
hi,
as I'll ever be.
it's been a minute.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Let's not keep him waiting.
I mean, I think we have some time before we're actually supposed to be there, so
I'm just following your lead.
we can catch up for a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Reina, how have you been?
I've been. How have you been? You were gone for a bit from what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, business trips and then being sick for like 3 months didn't really help none.
Business trips, huh?
Yeah, at first. You make it sound suspicious.
I
But
mean, hey, I can't say that I haven't also had some business trips, so
Yeah, I think that's something that you both have in common, unfortunately.
yeah.
sounds like maybe yours wore you down a bit more.
Are your wings
Yeah,
okay?
they're they're better. Um, I can fly longer than I have been, but I still can't put too much pressure on them.
Good. That's a
Yeah,
good thing we're going to be taking the waypoints today.
yeah. I was able to do the training course once, but that's about the extent of what I can do right now.
Good. That's better than it was a week ago, so.
Yeah,
Well, this is just a
Um,
meeting, right? So at least you're not going to need to
yeah,
stretch your wings too much.
yeah, yeah.
by the way, Volt, I guess you should know about this too.
Okay.
Um, I finished the sell. Because
Oh, good. Okay.
I plan on bringing Io up a bit. And if the council finds them in contempt of the treaty, that gives us right to arrest them. So
We can put them away.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, I like this. I like that.
And
that means
killing
we
them
have to
still
find
isn't
them,
an
but
option, though?
no,
That's what I said.
no.
Why
Are you
not?
sure Volt and I can't go out on a bonding mission completely
Yeah,
unrelated
business
to
trip.
IO?
Business
Yeah,
trip.
business trip. Yeah. It's completely unrelated to IO.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
need you
gonna go
both-
bond.
definitely.
I need you both to understand that Io is a key piece in bringing down the council.
Look, I want the council destroyed more than anyone. You know that. But I don't want him running around. Not when he's attacked you twice. Or
They?
sorry. Not when
That's
they've attacked you
why
twice.
That's why I'm hoping that today is enough to get us the evidence that we need to take them into custody.
But how is that gonna... Okay. I
need
trust
you. I need you to trust me.
But if we find them and they pull any shit, I don't know. Kaza told me not to, but I don't think if I was given the opportunity and you were in danger, I don't know.
I trust you both with my life.
So we want to protect that.
Yeah.
I am not in immediate danger with Io.
Not from what you've told me. Every time you've encountered them, they've kind of tried to attack you from what I've heard. That
And
sounds like immediate danger.
every time that they've encountered me, they've ran.
What happens if they don't?
If worse comes to worse, I'm immune,
Yeah, I
and
forgot
they're
about that.
killable.
Okay.
If worst comes to worst.
If worst comes to worst. And I trust that you both know when that is.
Yeah.
You work in similar fields, so I'd hope so.
Hey, well, I've been a politician for a year, so...
Yeah.
You've been gone for like half of that year, so
Yeah, okay, I guess most of the time that I was out there, I was doing more
Mhm.
more of what I'm used to.
More of what we do.
Yeah.
Man, you suddenly there were two siblings in your life with the two different sides that you... That's fun. That must be fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, politics was never where I saw myself. Until this fucker picked me up.
Which is astounding for your height.
I mean,
Not literally.
I had a group of okay.
Yeah,
I
he
had a
didn't
group of
literally
people.
pick me up.
I did kind of grab you by the scruff though.
I saw
What the
how you
fuck?
two I saw how you two interacted the first time I met you. You don't have to pretend. It's okay.
What?
What?
I'm gonna
What are
go
you
grab
talking
something
about?
from my room. Oh, you know when you two like shared a room. I'm gonna go grab something from my room. I'll be right back.
Alright,
What
great.
is she talking about?
Glad to hear that she's in good spirits.
Oh fuck! There's a
She's
spider
nervous.
jockey.
Oh, god damn it, Reyna.
I'm fine.
Okay. Where is it?
I see it.
Oh shit.
It's on the front lawn. I protected you, see? I'm good at my job.
Yeah, that's why I ran after you.
I'm bringing this just in case. They'll never know. I'm good at hiding weapons.
Yeah, so that is a thing we do need to go over is Volt, at the table there is no weapons and there is no armor.
What?
That's what I said. I don't like that.
Everyone has to follow the rule.
How is that even fair when there are people at the table who have weapons they can't remove?
They've got
So
a
do
point.
I.
You've also got a point. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
And so do you.
What?
Well, yeah, but
Am I missing something?
And also, we've got means to run away, so I don't
I'm
think
not.
it's that big of an
I
issue.
mean, you guys can run a little farther than I can.
Yeah, but you don't have to have your weapons and armor gone. You're not at the table.
And we wouldn't
That's-
leave you behind.
Thank you.
If something happens at the summit itself, where I think
It's a
keeping it
political
on us-
meeting. What would happen?
Yeah.
That's what is you
Yeah.
point fingers and you mudsling and you yell and that's all.
a
Yeah.
new war.
Don't say that. That's what he thinks is gonna happen.
You think it
Awesome.
would come to that?
Not today.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Half of the table is our allies. No thanks to me. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, you've
we'll
been
be fine.
making some pretty interesting friends. So
Excuse you, half of my friends are world leaders, which is only aiding you, so you're welcome that I'm such a lovable person.
Core, Mara, Kaiko.
Kaiko, Lyra.
Yeah,
Mhm.
is there anybody who's gonna be here that I should be like keeping an eye? I don't even know how many of them I've met. Is there anyone in particular I should be keeping an eye on or
Asher,
well, yeah, obviously.
Paris, if
Paris.
she comes.
Oh, yeah, that was magic person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mother of Magic. Tends to stick pretty close to Asher's side, so makes me immediately nervous.
Ah. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay.
Other than that, we're allies with the Murs, we're allies with the mages. I can't say anything for the vampires. I'm friends with Kaza, but he's loyal to Asher.
So wait,
The
we're
hunters-
allies with the mages, but Paris is a mage.
Paris isn't on the council.
Gotcha.
But I've heard she likes to show up.
She likes to show up to these things, but she's not technically on the council.
So she's not a part of anything, she just wants to be there.
She's kind of the creator of it, I think, from what I understand, so she kind of shows up because of status. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a
Gotcha.
reason why we call her the Mother of Magic. She is literally the mother of magic in this world.
Oh, damn. So I'm
then-
meeting famous people. Gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
And then I don't know who's being sent for the hunters, but I've spoken with a few of them, and I'm currently on good terms with some of them, so depending on who shows up, we'll also have them as allies.
It could also
Potentially.
be someone we don't know.
It could, that's why I'm saying it depends on who shows up. If it's Max or Morg, but we haven't heard from Morg in a while, but depending on who it is, we could have more allies than not, but we always have to be prepared for everything.
Okay. I've only ever met one hunter, so I definitely am not in that, I think. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Today's going to be a lot.
You can say that again.
Today's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of faces. There's going to be a lot of talking. There's probably going to be quite a bit of arguing. I just need you both to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss, brother, leader, prefect.
You're
Sir
new
man.
to the political world, and so are
Ow.
you.
Hey, I've technically been. I don't know. I don't know what mom. It's. What? Shut up. I've been
Mom and
exposed
Dad-
to it.
Mom and Dad didn't make you go to all the political parties that they made me go to.
That's fair enough. I went to that one that you said that you wouldn't go to if I wasn't there. I went to that one, and I think that was my fill
Yeah.
of politics. It wasn't
Yeah.
a good party, Volt. It wasn't a good party.
No.
Bird politics
wasn't.
suck.
Well, you have pulled me into this, so I hope you know. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into with putting me in the middle of a political meeting, but all right.
You
For
keep me
one-
sane. That's your job.
I thought that was my job.
You're away in the rafters. Volt is going to be actively by my side. You're not going to be actively by my side.
That's true. Do I have to sit in the seats? Can I like be up in the like the ceiling with the like the ceiling boards or something?
You
I
have
don't.
to stay in the seats.
Oh, I don't want him staring at me. I don't want him looking at me. Percy, I don't
Then
want.
sit
Who?
behind him across from me.
Okay. Okay. God,
There's one thing that I know about this. There's a seating order, and it's usually the birds across from the vampires. So
oh, that's fun. The people
It'll
of
be
the
fine.
sun across from the people of the night. I'm sure that has no semblance.
I feel like
For
that
the
was
first,
probably extremely intentional, actually.
probably.
probably.
Oh, for the
It
first time
probably
in my
was.
life, I'm so glad that I can just sit down and shut up and not have to say anything. This is the quietest you are ever going to hear me, by the way. I hope you are prepared, because
Yeah,
it will never happen again.
we'll see if I'm quiet or not. I guess it depends how annoying the others are.
Are we ready?
No, but we have to go anyway.
Which one am I clicking again?
The shopping district.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god.
Oh, our friends!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi.
We
Oh,
arrived at
thank
the
God.
same time. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fortuitous.
That was incredible timing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you guys met Volt in person yet?
Masquerade.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Your wings are really hard to forget.
You're really
Thanks.
tall.
They're not wrong. They're not
Thanks.
wrong.
I've been told I'm hard to miss in a room, so
Yeah.
You are hard to miss in a room.
That can be a good thing. Don't worry.
Means you're intimidating.
yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, I can see why.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we're not supposed to bring any.
I don't know if I'm not leaving them anywhere. They're staying on my person, but I won't have them on or out.
Oh, well. I put mine away, but I'm
Oh.
never unarmed, so it's fine.
I
Use mine
definitely have nothing
anyways.
on me.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good, yeah.
I should have kept my armor on me.
Do you want to go back and get it real quick?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure? Maybe we
Yeah,
should.
I have this, and I have pickaxes. I'll be fine.
What if I just run back really quick and then you don't
With any luck, you guys will be seated next to us anyway.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Everything's gonna be okay. Nothing.
Yeah, just
You'll be
last time
fine.
that we were all together like this. Yeah.
I mean,
What
there hasn't been a
were
summit meeting in the last 100 years, so
Or
your
we both have new
names? I
sweaters
don't
now.
actually know them.
Hmm?
Your names? Your
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm Mara and this is Core.
Mara and Cora. Okay. Okay. I've heard your names. I just haven't put them to the face before.
Yeah, no, you're valid. We were talking about who was coming, which is why I remembered your name.
Hmm.
A lot of people are gonna be here today. I love events that have a lot of people. It's gonna be great.
we'll be alright.
Sometimes when there's events with a lot of people and I'm getting overwhelmed,
Thank
I
you.
just like scan the crowd for anyone who like might have a weapon or something. If you could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Should we head over?
Probably.
Is that where we're going?
No,
Yes,
we're
it
going.
is.
We're going to that one.
We're going to the little one that's mine.
All right. Listen. I don't.
Yeah.
I have.
Honestly, I'd rather go into your shop than the Summit building.
Hey, it's got flowers and
It's much more
axolotls.
cozy.
I haven't been around
Percy,
here
slow down.
for months.
It looks like we
Yeah.
Oh.
might have people greeting us.
God, I hate the rain.
Oh, I do too.
Hmm.
Shouldn't you guys like the rain?
Don't
I-
like being in the water and not having my tail.
That's true. That's
I
fair.
I hate how they like soak and weigh down my feathers.
Mhm.
Sucks.
Yeah, I'm not usually a fan either.
Oh my god, Lyra.
Lyra.
Who's Lyra?
That's one of the new summit members from the Magic Games.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. I'm assuming we'll all have introductions and everything once we get inside. So
Okay.
yeah.
I guess this is where we part ways. Oh god.
Good luck, Rena. If you need anything, we're here.
Thank you. I'm gonna go hang out with Pike now.
Here
Good
we
luck,
go.
guys.
Good luck.
Hmm.
Early, so
Better to be early than late, I think.
true.
Is this everyone?
I
Believe we're missing our,
yeah, we're
our
missing
hunter
Ryder and
representative.
Kaza. Well, we don't know if a hunter representative will show up.
That's true.
Lyra
We're
and
missing
Kaza
one
are
of our
outside
mages.
talking.
I think they'll
Don't?
be on their way in a minute.
Yeah, they're for a
there.
while.
Rena and Pike have found friends. Amazing.
Oh, what do you do?
Once those two are back in, I think that's everyone we know is going to show up.
Fire them or just let them be.
I'll let them be for a minute. Kaza hasn't been out in a minute.
We have time
That'll get
before
a
we're
little
due to
social.
officially start anyway.
And speak
Oh.
of the devil.
There they are.
Here they are.
Yeah, I'm unsure if the hunter representative will be showing up because last I heard, Morg was the representative assigned to the summit, but last I saw her, she was running away, so.
Oh.
Yeah, you did have quite the scuffle, didn't you?
Kaza looks
did.
different.
I don't believe you've told us about that.
Last time I saw him, his hair
Well,
was
are we
red.
officially sitting down at the table, or are we waiting?
Should we wait a little bit to see if a hunter comes?
We still have 5 minutes. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
I guess so. Maybe we should at least exchange pleasantries while we're all here. While we wait then.
Formally introduce ourselves?
Sure. Asher, why don't you start?
For those who are new, because I don't believe that I've met formally on the summit the new wizard or new mer leader. I'm the prince of the vampire faction. My name is Asher, and I use my titles when we are sitting at the table. Next.
I believe that would
Are
be
you
your
gonna-
second.
Are you gonna introduce your second?
This is Kaza. He is my second. He is going to stand there for the meeting duration. Do you want more information on him?
I think that's fine. Is that me next, or is it we going the other way around?
Well, let's go the other way since technically you are not on the summit and you just showed up.
I'm here. You can't get rid of me.
I guess that means I'm next. Hi, I'm Lemon. I'm the water mage on the council.
Me Nutsman, I am Kaito, the air mage and sort of leader of the council, I suppose.
Our spokesperson.
I'm
Lyra de Arcturus, and I'm the fire mage.
And we did say that one of our mages was missing, yes?
Our Earth mage,
Unfortunately.
Riley, got a little cold feet going into the meeting. So we will not be
Understandable.
attending today.
Understandable, it is their first. Hello, I am Percy, for those that don't know me. I run the Avian capital, and to my right is my right-hand man, Volt.
And
Halberd.
yeah,
I'm
and then
Mara, and this is Core. We're representing the Mers.
Alright then.
Well, I'm Paris. I'm sure you all know me by now. I think I've made my rounds just talking to all of you. I
Hard
am
not to know you.
I think I make myself very well known. I
Unfortunately.
am not. Wow.
You do kind of show up out of the blue.
Wow, I raised you all. I am.
Oh.
I am sort of. Oh, more audience members. I am sort of a mage leader. I'm not on. I appointed the council to take my place in paperwork.
That's the one from my dream.
So that's why
Yeah.
you show up to places that
I've never. Okay.
All the fun stuff. They get to do the paperwork.
It's very like you.
I try.
still waiting on that hunter representative, aren't we?
We've made our circle around the table.
Yeah.
Well,
It appears we have a decent audience as well.
a few
That's true.
watchers.
I don't think they necessarily need to introduce themselves.
They don't.
Considering they're not in the council.
Well, two of them reside in my territory, and one of them is your sister, so. Two birds and a vampire.
Interesting that one of the birds resides in your territory.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, Rai came to my house trying to rob me of food, and I gave them shelter.
Interesting.
Very poor choice to rob a vampire for food.
The vampire prince of that.
Rai is not being held against their will, if that's your concern, Percy. I offered Rai a place in the territory and shelter, and they took it.
I
And
never
food.
stated any concern. I simply stated that it was interesting, Prince Asher.
I think you vaguely sound concerned all the time.
I think you just don't like me.
I think that's just how he sounds.
Oh my god, am I late?
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh no.
Right
This
on
is
time,
awful.
actually.
Yeah,
We're
actually,
just
right
about
on
to
time.
begin.
Oh. Well, howdy. I've been sent from the academy to be here with y'all tonight. Whatever's going on, I hear y'all have got some business happening. I'm happy to be here. I don't know, where do I have a spot? Do you want me to sit somewhere?
You're sitting next to the Murs.
Right here.
These ones?
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hi.
I assume you're our
Oh,
hunter representative then.
I suppose I am, because
Do you care to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'd be honored. My name is Ria, and I've been sent here on behalf of the Royal Hunter Academy to assist y'all in whatever you need today. Happy to be here. I did get the memo, like, literally an hour or two ago, so, I was a little bit late, but happy to answer any queries you have about any of the hunter shenanigans, since we are missing the representative from your guys' area, it seems.
Yes.
Well, I do believe that is everyone.
What's the
Alright,
order of
then.
events today? Are we sharing everything that's been going on in our own territories?
I'm assuming so. Though, from what it sounds like, the vampires haven't had much going on other than you.
Well, as last we spoke was at the Magic Games with everyone, and apparently every single leader has had something happen to them. For me, that was the hunter Ophelia, though you know her as Morg, who attacked me in my home, unprompted, and accused me of stealing something from one of my vampires, though when she fled, she dropped her bag, and I recovered the stolen item from her, so.
Interesting.
primarily has been resolved, though I don't know what became of her after that fight, because it was a vicious one, and Percy can attest to that. And she stumbled off and ran out of my territory, and I have not seen her since.
I did see the aftermath. It was quite gruesome.
Mm.
Has anyone
Morg is
seen
good
her
with an
since?
axe.
Well, she
No, I
hasn't been
don't believe
spotted in my
anyone.
territory.
She hasn't been in wizard territory either.
Well, we haven't
Well,
seen or heard from her either in the Hunter Academy. So if she ain't here and she ain't there, you might have killed her.
That
Well,
could
even
be a
if I
problem.
did, it was self-defense, which is per the treaty and the Hunter Amendment.
I'll relay the message.
Yes, you're welcome to cite your books if you want, but I am allowed to defend myself. She was
Page
hunting on a legal
22.
bounty. She was hunting on a legal bounty. Because technically I do still have a bounty on my head, which I should probably reach out to y'all and talk to you about getting that removed.
Oh
And
my,
it was
of course.
it was in your house, so technically you're within bounds to defend yourself anyway.
Yeah, I mean, technically it was the front lawn, if we're being really specific, and the fight kind of scattered all over the island that I live on. But, yes, it was in my territory. And it was unprompted.
Well, you have the Hunter Academy's sincerest apologies. I hope you know that although she is a certified royal hunter and one of our own, we definitely don't condone any of her misdeeds.
I'm sure.
We're just here to help.
Mm-hmm. Am I going to get a slap on the wrist from the summit, or are we cool with my actions?
I'm fine with it.
You acted within the treaty's bounds.
Imagine that self-defense is fine.
Self-defense
Can agree to
makes
that.
sense.
Cool. So what then, the wizards? Somebody took a shot at Kaiko?
Unfortunately, and it was a trident, and I am not putting any blame on you guys, so do not worry. I'm not putting blame on anyone at the moment.
What do we know about that one?
It was at the games.
It was at the Magic Games, and I did only catch a glimpse of them as they were running away. They seemed to have white hair, and that's about all that I caught.
It couldn't have been a bird. I sensed some sort of magic energy from them, and I don't from birds, so it couldn't have been a bird.
And the fact that they didn't have wings.
I wasn't paying enough attention to that.
I mean, a bird could lose their wings in theory, so that doesn't mean much.
That's true.
The only the mer I know with white hair has not been around in a while, so and they wouldn't do that as well.
They're also
Anyone
shooting from a position of like height and stuff. I think it would be difficult for anyone who didn't have the ability to fly to get up there.
Well, there are levitation belts, aren't there? We all saw that at the games.
And spells that will allow people to get up.
I do also feel the need to point out that just because it was a trident does not necessarily mean anything at all, because anyone can get their hands on a trident if they encounter enough drowned.
True.
Very true.
Know how many people favor them.
May not have been an issue of favorance at all.
Misdirection, then.
Or convenience.
Or attempting to frame somebody.
True. Well, we know of at least one white-haired mer. I can't really say much about my territory because most of us have whitish hair.
I think we really have anybody with white hair other than Lyra, and Lyra was standing directly next to Kaiko at the time of the attack.
I completely forgot my hair was white.
And even Ori, who has white hair, there's typically red and pink from kelp, which would have.
been
Yeah,
noticeable.
that would have definitely been thought.
Yeah.
So we have a rogue that we have not identified who tried to kill Kaiko at the Magic Games in front of all of us. Amazing.
A very ballsy move.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone you know who would want to attack you?
A lot of
From
people.
what I can think of.
A lot of people?
Possibly.
I would say a lot. I mean, that goes for any of us. The world leaders have a
mean-
giant target painted on our back. Really, anybody could have motive to attack.
I don't think there's any conclusions we can make from the information that we currently have related to it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I assume that you guys will be conducting your own investigation on your own time.
We have already begun.
Amazing. Reminders too, though, while you do that, to be mindful of the other factions. So if you are going to interrogate someone from another group, be nice about it. Core?
Yes. There was an incident where I was walking through our house and it exploded underneath my feet. There's no evidence of who could have put it there, because everything was destroyed with the explosion.
The whole house was.
No, just there was a room of the house that was separate from the rest where I kept my axolotls. And we used the pressure plates to make the doors open. We did, and when I walked stepped on one of those is when it exploded.
Someone
Were
would have
you
had
injured?
to been in our house. You don't have to answer that.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Were you injured?
Yes. I have
Are you
burns all along the bottom of my feet, but they're healing, so it's fine.
Well, that's good. So somebody rigged a pressure plate in your house that you use commonly.
Do we know of
Interesting.
anyone that would target Amur specifically? Considering you guys haven't had a decided leader for a very long time, that seems rather targeted.
Yeah, and we hadn't really been talking about it. There weren't a lot of people who knew. Although
Well,
Asher,
the
you
people at the
seem,
coronation.
Asher, you seem to have knowledge of Cora being the leader before anyone had told you.
Yes, I pay attention commonly.
And so who told you?
I have a literal network of people who talk to me. I am very old. Mara, was it?
Yes.
Are you the leader or the second?
No, why does that matter?
It's a question. Please answer it.
I said no.
No. You're the second?
Yes, I am the second. Why does that matter?
Because I believe we're talking to Core, who is your leader, who you chose as your leader.
Okay. And
you're speaking over them.
Whatever.
To answer the question, yes, I knew about Core being appointed the leader, though I was not invited to the party, which I am not offended by the way. The only reason I do know that is because I have my minions scouring all over the place constantly, and they bring me back resources. So if they see something or overhear something, they tell me about it.
It's also more than just Murs at the coronation, but they were all people I trust, mostly people I trusted, so I don't expect it to have been any of them, even though they knew.
information can cycle, even if they weren't the ones that attacked or told like Asher directly. It is possible that someone at the party could have mentioned it to someone else, and then that someone else mentioned it to someone else, and the trail goes on.
I just don't know who it would have been, and there's not really investigating that can be done.
I mean, we can keep an eye on it and see if there's anything similar that happens in any other areas, because I don't assume that us meeting is going to stop anyone from issuing attacks against us, because from what I'm gathering, personally, it's possible that there might be a rogue group somewhere that does not like us or the way that we have the peace set up. Which doesn't surprise me in the slightest, because people didn't like it when we made it, so I'm sure that certain groups are not going to like it now.
I agree. Should we move on to the next attack, or should we move on to the next agenda?
Well, kind of depends. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention when I was speaking earlier, the vampire territory will be closing its borders to anyone who is not a vampire or directly involved in our faction. So there are only 2, I believe, who reside in vampire territory who are not vampires. Anyone else cannot come and go from the territory without proper notice.
What
As
brought
well
this
the
on?
mages.
Mages as well.
We will be closing our borders as well.
What brought this on? This. This is what brought this on. The summit being called after multiple different attacks from a group that we have yet to identify. The only identifiable one, I think, is from you and I, Percy.
And that does act as a nice segue into our next topic, I think. For those who don't know, who haven't been informed, though I have told most of the people at this table, there is a rogue bird who also happens to be a vampire on the loose. Their name is Io, and they are incredibly dangerous. They have attacked me twice in my own territory, and quite frankly, I do not take kindly to it.
They attacked you twice unprompted.
Unprompted in my own territory.
Unprompted. Interesting.
You seem to have thoughts about that.
Bird?
A vampire bird. Not one I've ever come across before. Have you?
Yes, I know.
You know the name?
What? Who? You know the name?
I do. They broke into my cave. Definitely an interesting one.
You seem to have opinions on the words that I've shared, Asher.
Well, vampire bird is incredibly rare, and I don't believe you're telling us the whole truth.
How did you discover them, Percy?
I set them free, and they attacked me.
You saw a vampire bird and you set them free instead of killing them?
Well, I am not a hunter. It would not have been in my jurisdiction to do so anyway. And considering they're a bird, that makes them one of my own up until they attacked me.
Yes, well, bloodlust is something that exists for us, so I doubt that Io had any foul intentions the first time.
And the second time?
What was it? What happened?
We were in Dawn's bakery. And considering I had encountered them before, yes, I went on the defensive a little bit to protect one of my own. But they struck me first.
Is that right, Io? Is that what you remember?
What?
I think there's a lot more to it than just that.
What the?
What?
Oh, finally appearing.
From the shadows. Hello, Io.
Hello,
Ominous.
Percy. No. Does the Summit Council know about your birds imprisoning a vampire for centuries?
What?
I mean, truly. How long did the council keep me down there? Torturing me for venom. Keeping me starved. All because of what I was.
The council didn't keep you at all, Io.
Really? You would say that being locked in a crypt, surrounded by garlic infusers, and locked in the basement isn't being kept?
Percy also
Well, that's
fails.
not where I found you.
Excuse me?
Asher, I believe you were saying something. I apologize for interrupting.
You also failed to mention that you have Io's venom in your veins. Any good vampire would be able to tell. You can smell it on you.
Well, they bit me.
No, before that. I already knew Io by the time I met them, because I smelled them on you.
And what proof do you have of that?
My word, Kaza can vouch for it.
I can.
Any vampire you ask would be able to tell.
Interesting.
Io was already familiar to us because we've already met them through you.
I would like to know what proof you have of this claim that I found you in the council building. Yeah.
Well, I can take you there, to the crypt itself. You can see it with your own eyes. You've already seen it, Percy, but the others can. I think, personally, Percy doesn't deserve his seat on this table. If this summit is meant to stand for keeping the peace, then someone who has benefited from the torture and imprisonment of another member's faction doesn't deserve their seat at the table.
That's a high demand that you're making. I hope you have the proof to back up the claim that you make.
Well, why don't I show you?
Sure.
Oh.
Let's take a field trip.
I've set up a waypoint outside of Solaris. You should be able to follow it there.
Does everybody have a warp stone?
No, I do not.
Well, that's okay. We can go
Then
this way.
We'll use the waypoint.
Field trip time.
I feel like Io's demands are not unreasonable, though.
Of course
Not unreasonable, but they are quite hefty.
Not necessarily. Anyone can be a representative of the faction on the council, as the hunters have so kindly proven today.
I'm headed to Solaris.
I'm happy to please.
As long as there's proof, I don't see a problem with the claims. But there has to be proof.
Percy?
Welcome to the lost city of Solaris.
Oh
Sorry.
Oh.
It's a bit torn up.
Percy.
Is there even a path anymore?
Oh no.
Not
It got destroyed in the First War.
Yes, I should probably at some point send a formal apology to your council about that.
You should. You really should.
How interesting that in a city of crumbling ruins and burning fire, the council building remains completely untouched.
Well, those of us that fled made somewhere new.
Not surprised you made somewhere new. I'm interested in why your council deems itself so high. That only it is bothered to be untouched by the suffering of its people.
Now that we're outside the bounds of the building, I believe it's suitable to have your armor. That is the rule, is it not?
I was
Technically, you are
informed that I
correct.
wasn't allowed to bring it at all.
Yep, same.
Well,
I'm trying to respect your rules. Play by your games. Come on.
What a majestic building.
It's too bright.
Beneath Solaris lies a crypt, which
What are you talking about?
what the?
It's just a room.
Wait, what?
A room for our dead.
That is a crypt.
No,
You
no.
Come here and disrespect the dead.
Very good, Io. How very
Io!
vampire of you.
No.
I mean,
Disrespect that building.
there's no misdeeds here.
There was
I don't
there's a
believe this counts as proof.
that there was a crypt beneath this that I was kept in for centuries. You saw it. You were there.
Yes.
You let me out. You
There was
said it
never-
yourself.
There was never a crypt here, Io.
Were you just hoping we'd believe your words so we wouldn't have to come here?
No, this is this is wrong. This isn't you you will not take me back there. So you want to talk about power?
Io, please.
Let me show you.
Wait, don't.
Boys like you for breakfast, one by one hung on my necklace, and they'll always
Looks
be
like they're
mine.
your problem now.
It makes me feel.
Thank you for the reminder that vampire teeth hurt.
Guys,
You alright,
this is
Pasa?
I'm fine.
this is a bird issue. We should just bring them back to you guys.
What would you do with them, Percy? Because Io is also one of mine.
Well, as you've just stated, they appear to be my problem now. So I will take them into custody.
Well, as long as they are treated humanely, I don't see any issue with it, seeing as Io has been a little bit too much of a vampire lately.
Oh, of course.
Behave.
Come with me.
Do you,
Go.
Cora? I'm gonna help them. Stay here.
Oh, we can't get out. Interesting.
Oh, how intriguing.
Interesting.
Well, if you ever need help from the hunters, we're just a shout away.
I think we'll be fine without your assistance.
Kazu,
But I
you
do
have your
appreciate
warp
the
stone?
offer.
I do.
Back to the summit building.
Just gonna go back to the summit building.
As am I.
I think we'll be parting from here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's move. Where was that little waypoint you made? Oh, we'll use this one.
Where are we going, Percy?
Home.
I'll go last.
You've got
Go
somewhere else set up
forward.
for you already.
Away from the waystone.
You're so ready to just imprison someone again.
That's what happens
Well.
when you attack people.
You're lucky you're not dead.
Come on. Right up here.
There.
I believe you two should stay out here.
Are you sure?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You saw what just happened. I'll be fine.
I'll
Just-
be here if you need anything.
Just say something. We will
Watch the
come in.
button. Watch the button. Wait for me to come out.
Okay.
Put your items in the chests. And I expect to see all of them accounted for.
Well, fortunately for you, most of them were already missing, as I sure followed your rules and didn't bring my armor or weapons to your meeting.
Good. Inside. This is your place from now on.
What?
There's cattle here. And there's farming supplies so you can be self-sufficient.
This whole space.
Come on. The sun won't hurt you here.
What? Why are you being like this? You lied to them.
I tricked you and I tricked the council. My sister and my second in command have also been complicit. But it's because I need your help. Believe it or not, you and I have a similar goal. We want the council gone. So
Why
I will
would
keep you here.
want the council gone? You're their golden boy. You benefit from everything they do.
I benefit? If this is beneficiary, it's not something that I wanted. This position that I have, this power that I have, I never wanted any of it. Nor do I want to hurt you. So I suggest you stop biting me. Because I don't want to have that continue. I will
What is
keep.
wrong with your blood now?
I don't know. That's something I'm trying to figure out. But the sun won't hurt you here. I will keep you here, and I will come by often. And I'll bring others by often. So you're not alienated and alone. Because unlike the council, I'm not a monster. Whether
Keep
you believe
telling
me or
yourself
not.
that, Percy.
Whether you believe me or not is up to you. But you're here now, and you will stay here until I decide to let you out. So. Rest well.
I hope you rot and die with the rest of them.
I hope you don't. Let me out.
You better know
Let's
what
go.
you're doing.
What was that?
Let's go.
What was that?
Our house?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, why don't we go hang out with your new buddy, actually? You know? What the fuck was that?
Come inside.
No. This is the least of our problems right now.
Oh. It doesn't make it better. Now it's cold inside and outside.
It's fine. There are much larger things at play here. I told you that Io is a key piece to taking down the council.
Why the fuck do we need them? Did you not just hear them?
They don't give
The
a
council-
shit what you've done for them.
Percy, they're going to kill you.
You saw what happened when they tried.
Yeah, if they try again, we'll kill them.
Yeah. You put Volt and I together to protect you, and we're going to do our fucking job.
Even if you
I
put
need
yourself
both.
in direct danger.
I need both of you to listen to me and to listen to me carefully. I don't do this often. But I am pulling rank. I am your prefect, and I need you to trust me in my plan. The reason that we need Io is because the council believes that Io is under their control. When hopefully, by the end of this experiment that I am conducting, they will be under their own. Just like the rest of my people, the rest of our people. I do not want them to live a life full of misery just because they lashed out for something that the council did to them. When you and I fully know.
You know damn well that I want the council gone more than any other fucking person here. Alright? You know that. But them, you brought them to our home. They are in prison. What if they get out? Our house
They
is
won't.
right here.
If they get out, I'll know. I don't
That's
know if you
correct.
know this, Reina, but that's directly above my cave.
Well, that's the first good news I've heard from all of this.
Have a little more faith in me, Reina.
I want to have faith in you, Percy. You are all that I've only ever had faith in, but this is
I
just
have
stupid. You put them
Reina.
near our home, near us, near Dawn. What happens if they get out? All right, they come and they kill us in our sleep. Then they move on to Dawn. What about the other people that live here, Wolfgang? You put them in our people. You put them here. Look, we can take down the council without them. What do you think I spent this past 6 fucking months training under Asher for?
The 6 months that broke your wings?
Yeah, guess what? I learned something and I can use that against them.
You didn't learn nearly enough. Then, clearly. Everything in the world of politics is a mind game, and that is the game that I am good at playing. So I'm sorry if you don't think this is a good idea. But it's the only idea that I have that makes sense.
I guess that's where we differ then. Because this makes no sense. They are not going to work with us. They just want you dead. They are going to wait until they pretend to trust you and they get you to understand that, and they are going to kill you. And you aren't going to let me or Volt do anything about it.
Reina, if it gets to that point, Percy will be safe.
Yeah, I know he'll be safe because he'll have us. But what I'm saying is that Percy's idea is going to get us killed. You spent so long telling me that you can protect yourself, that you can do all of this stuff, that I don't need to live the life that the council and mom and dad put on my shoulders, that I don't need to die for you. And guess what? And I finally was. And then you go and you bring them and you put them into our home. What else am I supposed to do? I can't. If they get out, I need you to know right now, if they get out, there is nothing I'm going to do unless I try and stop them or I die trying.
Then you are relieved of your responsibility.
That's not your choice to make.
Yes, it is.
That was a choice. No, it was a choice of the council. It was a choice of the moment I was born.
It's the choice of the prefect to decide who is at his side, and you are relieved of your duty. You are no longer anything except my sister. Go upstairs.
I'm gonna go visit Kaiko.
No.
No, Kaiko's calling me and I need to figure out what the fuck he meant about them closing the borders to the magic realm.
Fine.
I hope you
safe.
figure out what I'm trying to tell you.
That girl's gonna give me an aneurysm.
That girl's trying to keep you alive. I trust you, Percy.
I hope so.
I trust you, but I can't trust them. Even after you didn't lock them in a tiny 2x1 cell, you gave them more kindness than Reina or I would have given, and they still want you dead.
Io has been put through decades of suffering. I do not blame them for their twisted perception of me. I had nothing to do with their capture or their containment. But because I am directly affiliated with the council, that is the view that they have of me, and I need to break it so that we can move forward. So I am going to treat them with kindness and respect, and I am going to treat them humanely.
Like a
But I'm
feral
not.
cat? What, you're just keeping them in a cage while they hiss and bite and scream and hoping that they will at some point help you dismantle the council?
If that's what it takes.
How are they supposed to help when they hate your guts?
Hopefully, if I play my cards right, they won't hate my guts after a while. But it's going to take time, and I need you to trust that I do have a plan. If all goes according to plan, the council won't know what hit them. And in the meantime, they've been stripped of all of their belongings. The only thing that they have down there is enough to keep them going. And a
And what
comfortable
about
place
their
to sleep.
song?
It doesn't affect me.
It affects me.
Then you don't have to go near them.
Damn right I'm going near them. Their cell is above my house. I have to make sure they stay in place. That's the first thing I'm going to do before I do rounds, is make sure that they're still cooped up in there.
I don't think they'll be singing anytime soon anyway. I don't know if you noticed, but they kind of drank liquid sunshine. The only thing that I need from you in regards to them is making sure that door stays shut and no one's there when I'm not. You don't need to go anywhere actually near the door itself. That is my responsibility. It's my responsibility to go inside and check on them.
I don't like you going and checking on them alone either.
What are they gonna do? Bite me? I'm immune to venom. And every time that they've bit me, they've gotten a blast of sunshine to the face. So. I am not going... Reyna doesn't see it. But I am not going to put either one of you in any direct danger. I refuse to. And they can't get out of there without any of their stuff.
Well, I hope...
double and triple checked that cell several times.
Well, I hope that in a situation where it's... If it comes to a point where it's you or me, you let it be me. I don't care about your I'm not going to put you in danger. You brought me on. You saved me, and you have brought me up despite everything so that I can protect you, so let me do that.
I guess we need to get you better armor then. We'll work on it. But despite everything, thank you for trusting me. You're not just my second in command, you're my friend.
You've done more for me than anyone ever has.
I lied, I'm back.
She'll be alright.
you hiding anything else from me, by the way? Are you also planning on closing around the walls of our nation, not letting anyone else in? Because
No.
apparently that seems to be a seems to be a concurring theme today.
No.
You lied to me. You lied to me, Percy. Oh God.
You should go talk to her.
I think she needs time. But you go get some rest.
Yeah.
And please, for the love of fuck, don't go anywhere this time.
I won't. I'm not going anywhere. Fuck no, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you.
For you, and for Reyna, and for Dawn, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you.
I'll see you later. Or tomorrow.
Bright and early for rounds.
Bright and early for rounds.
Good night.
Good night. Clearly, I need to fly around my cave more again. Yeah, it fucking sucked. There's a vampire avian, basically directly above my house now. Good news about that is I can hear if they pull any bullshit. I won't let them hurt anyone. Pagans. I'll keep Percy safe. I'll keep Dawn safe. I hope things go as Percy wants them to. I hope that he can change Io's mind and that they'll help us dismantle the council and that things will change for the better. I hope he's right. I trust Percy. And I can only hope that things go as he plans. I'm keeping these on me. Even when resting, I'm armor and weapons, they're staying on me. Just in case. So I can go at a moment's notice. Well. First summit meeting. What a trek. And that's lore! Big stretch. Hi, everybody. Hi. Howdy, howdy. How did you enjoy today's lore, everybody? Especially to those of you who are new to Siege SMP. Kaito and Macy Day, welcome, man. You guys are new and you're having fun with it looks like. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Yes, actually. So I haven't edited down my Siege SMP streams, and there's been a lot of lore happening that isn't from my perspective. So if you follow that link that goes to my VODs channel, there is a Siege SMP playlist for my perspective of lore, so you can find out more about where I started, and find out more about Volt. But in general, there is a Siege. Does the Discord server, is it linked in my message? Yes, there is. So if you join the community Discord, you can find other players' perspectives. I am hoping to get more active and stream Siege SMP more actively, but if you are excited about the story and the characters, join the community Discord, check out some of the other player perspectives who are more active than I am. But otherwise, the VODs channel, my VODs channel, will have more of Volt. But I'm in it for the long haul. Good to hear. Siege SMP is probably like my heaviest lore server, like since Mer SMP ended. But I haven't been super active on it. And it is fun to... I really like Volt as a character. They're really fun to play. So I'm excited to be getting back into it. Is there any... For folks who are unfamiliar with Siege SMP, did you guys have any questions or anything? Or are you happy to just vibe with it? Because that's so fair either way. It's all new to me. Well, if you read the little Siege SMP message, the one... It is... Pardon me, it's pinned... It's pinned at the top there, but it's very much like the whole theme of Siege SMP is like fantasy politics, different like factions and species, and the conflict and kind of war and like historical conflict between them. Which I know that like that isn't quite everybody's vibe, but this was kind of... A lot of my streams have been a bit softer, a bit lighter. This has been kind of like the heaviest politics my perspective has been with it. So if you enjoyed today, you'll probably really enjoy watching the server. You're nosy about it, like an old lady with her soaps. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Also, the PNG tuber, I already switched it over, but the PNG tuber that I have for Volt is made by Gigi Abraxas, who plays Percy, the avian prefect. So that is made by him. He's a very talented artist. Fantasy politics is so fun. Makes me miss when I was doing Minecraft roleplay. Oh, I love Minecraft roleplay. I'm currently my main one obviously is Wild West SMP right now. Oh, I need to turn alerts and stuff back on. Also, for the 2 follows I got during the stream, Nightfall Coming and Vampire Hunter 38, thank you for the follows. Let me turn alerts back on. Boo boo ba boo ba boo 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 doo doo ba boo ba doo. Abraxas killing it. Yeah! Mossy, are you happy? Do you feel enriched with your Volt time? Good, good, I'm glad. Alright, I'm turning all of the redeems back on. There we go. I love them almost as much as I hate Zypher. Wow, that's a lot. That's saying a lot. If you guys like watching Minecraft roleplay, though, on my VODs channel, I have playlists for all the different servers I play on. Let me see. Not all of them are lore servers, but like Mur SMP is on there, Siege SMP, Wild West. Wild West is fun because there's in and out of character moments, so you get lots. You have like serious, and then you also have goofs. Hi Ollie, I love you, friend. There's also Salt SMP was my first Minecraft roleplay server, and that's on my main channel, not on the VODs channel. But that was like OG. If you want to see Baby Salt roleplay, there's some people in the community who are like die hard. Like, go back and watch it. Maybe we'll do a rewatch of Salt SMP during the Scythathon. Who knows? I have other lore going on, I swear to God. Oh, right, there's also Fern's Story, which is a little bit ARG-esque, but it's on pause right now. Baby Salt, yeah, Baby Salt from, like, 2020, 2021. Fern, yeah. I really like all my characters. They on the 3-year anniversary merch, there was actually, there was a little, like, doodle of Fern, Zypher, and Volt. Good times. And now the 4-year merch is coming out. Crazy. Speaking of 4-year merch, I said yesterday, because we met the above goal, that I would drop a piece of the 4-year merch every day until Tuesday. Which means the second piece is going to be dropping right now. I am getting ready to drop it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Dang. I can probably do this. Yeah, that's fine. This one is a little bit on the pricier side. And this is 2 out of 3. It is now live. It is a crop top sweater. There was a specific request. People wanted crop tops when we went through what merch people wanted. People wanted crop tops. And because it is, like, colder season, we've got a crop top sweater. And you got a few different color options, depending on how visible you want it to be. So this is today's piece. I'll say we've got one other piece of clothing that'll be released, and then one something other than clothing. But yes, we've got it in several colors here. And it has, of course, the 4 years of Salt Cipher pattern on the front. I honestly, it says dusty blue. It looks green to me. This looks green to me. It looks like a mint green. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. It's color. So true. But yeah, so this is today's piece. That's green. Exactly. Maybe it's because it's on a green background. I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's today's piece. The next one will come out tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I'll put an announcement in the Discord when it goes live. Dusty mint. Minty green for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Okay. Okay. Also, remember to vote on what we're going to be doing for the official 4-year anniversary stream on Tuesday. There is still a poll up in the announcements channel of my Discord server on whether or not it'll be a Minecraft crowd control stream or whether or not it'll be Minecraft Skyblock randomizer. And there's a description of what both of those are in the announcements channel as well. So go look at that, and otherwise this week's schedule will be going up later tonight. Yeah. Thank you for streaming. It was a joy. You were all a joy to have in chat. I love looking over. Like, during the meeting, I'd be looking over and seeing, like, what your guys' opinions were on things. I did my part, voted. Yeah! Good. Sometimes after lore, especially on the heavier lore streams, I'll do something else afterwards. But this turned out to be longer. Well, longer-ish. It's only been an hour and 40 minutes, but I'm kind of hungry. And I think I'm just gonna let it be a short stream today, because this week there's gonna be some longer streams, that's for sure. Yeah. We will be raiding. Let's take a look-see here. I've got lots of friends who are alive right now. Let's see. We are going to raid a beloved member of the community who is also on Wild West SMP. We are gonna be raiding Spider Guts. It looks like... How long have they... Well, they've been live for 3 hours, so we'll see how much longer... Oh, shit. Whoops. I almost sent the raid message into their chat. That would have been funny. But yes, Spider is... Fang is a beloved member of the community and has been for years. And so go be kind, be niceys, and enjoy a glimpse into Wild West lore, especially those who are new to it. That's another server that I participate on a lot, though you'll see me more on other people's streams than you'll see me streaming it myself. I will see you guys on Tuesday for the 4-year streaming anniversary stream. Take it easy, have a great rest of your Sunday, and a memorable, or maybe not memorable, that's probably not a thoughtful Remembrance Day. Love and appreciate you all. Take care of yourself and others, treat yourself with kindness, and if you can't do it for you, do it for me. Bye-bye, everybody. Copy them raid messages and throw them into Fang's chat. I will see you when I see you.